You visited President Bola Tinubu.
Yes, I want to say a friend. I want to say a good man, an administrator, a man that is evidently concerned. I was shocked. He told me that, look, I know there's a lot of criticism, but I'm busy and I am focused on what I'm doing. I see a man that is passionately concerned, resolutely committed, and determined to work, even at his age.
You saw that only in the few minutes you met with him?
I didn't meet him. I was with him for 1 hour. I mean, give me a break. I could. I mean, that's what I even prayed with him. Because I was so impressed.
Literally, like prayers, like Christian prayers?
Yes, I held his hands. His son was there while he was there, and I prayed for him. Because I saw a genuine person.
Are you a pastor now, or you're just like the Christian?
I'm an evangelist.
Oh, okay.
You know that.
All right.
And I really don't have any much more concern in this country, except that it must work. And we must, for it to work, we've got to support whosoever is on seat. This gentleman happened to be a good friend that I've known for a long time, and I am very certain about his capacity and capability. And I've said it before.
Someone that you have heavily criticized also.
Yes, because we have never been in the same party, but you understand that that's politics. But
it's interesting that you have suddenly changed your mind.
I didn't change my mind.
You became a firmer believer now. When I came out, your political standpoint.
No, sir. When I came out to run for president under PDP, you will recall, let anybody go and check my Twitter space. On the 21st of March, 2022, I said if Bola Tinubu wins the nomination of the APC, he's going to do well. I said that.
Do you think he's doing well right now?
He's doing exceedingly well, and he's going to do much, much better. Bola Tinubu needs understanding, not undermining.
Okay.
He needs.
Okay. Just a little of. Let's put things in perspective.
Yeah.
So that we don't offend the sensibility of our viewers, and I wouldn't like any of my guests on the program.
I'm giving my own opinion.
Yeah, but your opinion is not gospel. It's not. It might not be factual.
You cannot say it's not factual.
It might be. So when you say that, and that's why I wanted you to take a pause to explain what you meant by the fact that the Bola Tinubu government is doing very well.
He's doing well.
So what do you mean well?
I told you, Shehu,
even in what sense?
Shehu, even here, I told you before, by benefit of hindsight now, and thank God, Almighty God is all wise. Of all the three major candidates that ran for that election, none of them, except Bola Tinubu, could have faced this quagmire in which you are, would have had the heart to breast it and the knowledge and the resources to do what he's doing. I am telling you for a fact.
Doesn't this sound like a betrayal to a man you said was the best man for the job? Peter Obi.
I spoke English. I said,
yeah, and I'm responding in English.
I said by the benefit of hindsight.
Now the question is that what has changed?
There's no betrayal.
What have you seen that is different now? And Peter Obi has been explaining how there is a derailment in the policy direction of this government. What he thought he was going to do and do differently in the handling of the economic policies and the policies and governance direction.
Has Peter Obi told you what he will do if he was president? Has he told you?
Yeah, he has said it.
What did he say?
Yeah, he said it. He said he was going to do differently. He's going to focus on productivity. Yeah. He's going to focus on production. He's going to make Nigerians work.
Talk is cheap.
So you don't believe in Peter Obi any longer?
It's not that I don't believe in Peter Obi. Peter Obi was a damn good candidate when we got him.
You sold him to Nigerians.
But we lost that election. And a better man won.
And you don't think that
competition.
You don't think that what you sold is I mean, as someone who marketed Peter Obi, and now you're thinking
with all sincerity of purpose.
And you thought that Peter Obi was better than Tinubu, was better than Atiku.
That's what I thought.
But now you don't think he is.
Now, from seeing what Bola Tinubu is doing and his disposition, and especially after seeing him yesterday, I am more than convinced that if this gentleman is given understanding and time, he's going to get out of this problem. And I'm telling you, none of these other two people would have done anything better. No. You heard him what he said. It's okay. As I said, talk is cheap. I'm going to do production. What production from where? Listen. You are paying 97% of your total revenue as a nation to service debt. Now, every other thing apart from air we're breathing is subsidized. There's foreign exchange arbitrage. There's, fuel subsidy has been on the table for the last 20 years. Nobody had the nerves to even try to do it. But this, at the point at which I read Atiku's proposition, he said, if he was president, he would borrow $10 billion to do something, another $25 billion for that makes $35 billion. Who's going to lend you money? By the time Buhari was leaving, Nigeria was not sellable. Nobody was going to give Nigeria $1 billion anywhere. And that was why, because we could not borrow money anywhere, the Buhari administration went ahead and did an illegal and an unlawful thing through the Ways and Means and printed 21 trillion naira. So when you are faced with that, that is a quagmire. That is confounding. Only a brave man, a man with mental resources, a man that is sure and confident in himself can do what Bola Tinubu is doing. And thank God he's one there.
Yeah, you worked with former President Olusegun Obasanjo closely. You also work with former President Goodluck Jonathan.
Correct.
In fact, there are some people who say, bring back Jonathan now, because considering the economic indices in this country, and you saw even the argument of former President Olusegun Obasanjo about the state of the economy and how it thinks that there is a mishandling of the economy under this government.
I told you, talk is cheap. If I was a public relations person for Atiku, I could have even written a better script. All right? Beautiful communication, low in content. But there's no content.
Would you have said that an Atiku Abubakar is a cheap talker for someone who was a vice president for 8 years? Would you have, based on his experience,
being vice president for 16 years doesn't mean anything.
He helped to run the economy in some ways.
We are in a situation.
You don't think that Atiku Abubakar understand the economy of Nigeria?
I didn't say he didn't understand. You can understand the economy. I have no idea what to do. Or your mindset may be such that it cannot actually accommodate what is required. Only, I don't want to use this word because it keeps coming to my mind. Only somebody who is just, crazy, like Bola Tinubu, will stick out his neck at this. Who will come to run Nigeria after 8 years of total destruction by a former administration? Oh yes, I think we didn't talk about this yesterday, but I'm sure he has that on his mind that I brought Buhari, and so I may have to take some part of responsibility. But then Yoruba people say, "I like them to be on my. I'm mojo the way." The fact that he brought Buhari and Buhari didn't do well, we can't kill him for that. But I think Nigerians are being unfair. This gentleman has been here for 17 months. Only there was a man that was here for 18 months and for 80 years. Nobody asked any questions. Nobody said anything. Now this one is there for 1 year, and you're asking, why is he not correcting the ills of 40 years? Well, who does that? From where?
So let's